I'm going to set up 7 different types of frost protectors and place thermometers inside them. I will let it sit overnight and we will check next morning the results of how each one of these did against the cold. I have been using these for past 3 years. So, as I set these up, I will tell you about the pros and cons of each of these. I will also share other DIY cost-effective methods to protect your plants from frost. The important thing to know is, when do you need to set these frost protectors up? Anytime the temperature drops below 32 degree, it causes frost damage. Cold wind can make the damage severe. So when you see such weather forecast, it is time to get in action. Working outside in cold is not fun. So it is a must to know which plants need protection and which ones don't. There are perennial plants such as this sage plant or other landscaping plants in any garden. These do not need frost protection, so don't waste your energy on these. Then there are cold weather plants such as radishes, chard, kale, etc. These can take a lot of cold weather, but their growth slows down when temperatures drop. And even these type of young plants can get damaged from frost. So, you can help these plants grow faster and stay alive by providing them some protection from cold and frost during fall, winter, and spring. The third type of plants are the warm weather plants such as tomatoes, basil, peppers, etc. These won't survive outside in low temperatures. So in fall, I bring such plants in if they are in containers, like this basil. In spring, you want to plant these warm weather plants outside after your last frost date. If there is a frost warning after planting them out, you need to protect them. So here are some options you can use to protect your plants from cold and frost. I am setting up a row cover protector here to show you how it handles the temperature. I will use double layer because in my experience it performs better this way. For more protection, you can add more layers. Row cover is a thin fabric that helps keep the heat in and provides light. So I use it even during other seasons to protect my fruits and vegetables from squirrels. Because then, squirrels cannot see what is growing behind these. The biggest advantage of row cover is that it is breathable. So I don't need to worry about plants decaying inside it due to lack of air circulation. For frost protection, you don't want the fabric to sit right on the plants because that way frost can still damage it. How? You may ask. When you maintain some space between the top of the plant and the row cover, the air in there gets warm as the row cover traps heat. This warm air is the one that actually protects the plant. So you need some sort of frame to hold it up a bit. I use a steel mesh or my tomato cages to hold it up. PVC pipes are also great for making frames for your mini greenhouse. Almost all frost protectors work like this, even this greenhouse plastic. Why would anyone need a greenhouse plastic for their garden? Well, if you have very harsh winter and have a winter garden or want to protect your plants in fall or spring, you need this. It retains heat very well. So well that you will need to ventilate your greenhouse from time to time and maybe keep a thermometer in it to keep an eye on it. My experimental mini greenhouse is set up, and tomorrow morning we will see what the thermometer in there shows. I will link the row covers and greenhouse plastic in description. Now, what if you need a quick fix kind of solution? For example, will a plastic trash bag work the same? Good news is, I tested it. I also set up a transparent plastic box here, and even a cardboard box. I also tested a DIY plastic bottle cover, and even an upside down plastic container. So, are you ready to see the results of these tests? Let me give you a heads up that some of the results are disappointing. But I have two very simple tips that you can use to make most of these work. As I have only 4 thermometers and too many frost protectors to test, you will see some variations, such as last night the temperature fell to 40 degree Fahrenheit, but before that, almost all nights were in 60s. I have been running this experiment for almost a week now, and I have taken these readings multiple times to get good data before I share it with you. I will take a few seconds here to mention that a lot of work and patience goes into my videos to bring these results to you. This is true for every video on this channel, because plants are not like videos on YouTube that you can make in a day. It takes months for the plants to grow, and I have to constantly care for it and capture the changes, and I finally condense it into a small video. 98% of the viewers of this channel do not even subscribe, and I won't nag you for it. But please, a simple like, a supporting comment, or a share from you goes a long way to support this channel. If you decide to subscribe, it is even better. I recently started a blog as well, so you can check it out using the link in the description below. Back to our results. I cut the bottom out of this orange juice bottle, kept the lid on, and placed it in my garden with a thermometer in it. I did the same with the trash can bag, put it on an upside down plant stand to make a frame structure. And last one is this plastic container. It is quite thick and has no holes. If you're using one with holes to protect a plant, close the holes with a dry paper towel or old t-shirt. Temperatures were slightly higher on the night I did this experiment. Next morning, the weather station in my backyard is showing 59.9 degree temperature. Let us check what the thermometers are showing. The plastic bottle cloche is showing just about the same temperature. Don't worry, I will show those two tips soon to get better results with it. The day I tested trash bag, I left one thermometer uncovered and it shows almost 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Under the trash bag, it is almost 62 degrees. So definitely some protection, but maybe not enough when it comes to keeping the plants alive. For the upside down container, the outside temperature is at 62 degrees Fahrenheit and the container is also showing 62 degrees. So, are all of these DIY methods useless? No, I will prove it soon. Also, having these to protect from frost is better than having no frost protection. But first, let us check the results of the ones I set up in my backyard. The outside temperature on my weather station says 40.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Definitely cold. I will start with the row cover first. It is hard to read this thermometer without tilting it a bit to see the red line. Okay, it is slightly above 46 degrees and the outside temperature is at 40.3 degrees. So it is a difference of 6 degrees, which is pretty good. Notice that I secured it from all sides and there should be no opening at all, otherwise the heat will escape. I will open this plastic box next. It is showing almost 42 degrees Fahrenheit, so almost 2 degrees more than outside temperature. Can we do anything to make this difference larger? Yes, we can, and I will show it soon. Let us open this cardboard box. I don't want to pick this thermometer because it will start taking my temperature. But if I pause here, it is almost at 40. Okay, the last one, the greenhouse plastic. Let me get it out. I sealed it all around to make sure no air gets in. Wow, it is reading almost 66. That is a difference of 26 degrees from outside temperature. This is huge. And this is also exactly why, if you use this plastic, you need to ventilate it from time to time. Because look at this, I checked it again at noon on the same day. The outside temperature is 55 degrees. If I go to my experiment setup, look at it. Inside the greenhouse plastic, it is at 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I am feeling Florida temperatures here in Kansas in November. Let us check the other ones as well, because this is one of the tips to make it all work better. The row cover is almost at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The plastic box is at almost 62. And the cardboard box is at 50. It was at 40 degrees at 7 a.m. So even this has a temperature jump of 10 degrees, even though it is placed in shade as compared to others. So this is tip number 1. Whichever method you pick for frost protection, set it up a bit earlier in the day. When you do this, these protectors will capture the heat and keep it inside. So when temperatures fall at night, they will still be warm on the inside. The second tip is to water the area you're trying to protect and then cover it. Water captures the day heat and releases it at night when outside temperatures fall. This keeps the inside of the frost protectors warm. Let me prove it. Earlier, this upside down container showed the same temperature as outside temperature. Then it rained, so I repeated this experiment. So, the morning after the rain, the outside temperature is almost 60 degrees, and inside this container, it is at almost 69 degrees. Isn't it amazing? I repeated these experiments 2 to 3 times for each of the frost protectors I showed in this video. The row cover and greenhouse plastic gave me consistent results. For all others, the results kept varying. So, if you're going the DIY route, I would suggest to combine them for added protection. For example, if you're using the plastic trash can bag for frost protection, maybe add a cardboard box on top of it, or add an old burlap fabric on it. Mulching is another way to protect frost protection for perennial plants, especially for the ones that have shallow roots. In fall, we have so many leaves available to us for free. You can use these for mulch and to improve your soil health. Check out the video linked here on how to do so. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Even a simple like helps this channel a lot. A comment would be even better.